In Volume 1, we introduce our 6 golden threads of pedagogy. Our first adventure, Curiosity, is all about exciting our children about their learning, engaging them in awe and wonder. This adventure looks at how the child's curiosity leads them to investigate. As they investigate, they make discoveries. As they make discoveries, they're learning. Our second thread is all about connection and relationships. We look at how our children connect to each other, to themselves, to their family, and of course, to the learning environments they play in every day. Our third golden thread is communication, the wonderful world of speaking and listening. How do we encourage collaboration, communication, and cooperation in play every day? Our fourth adventure, our fourth golden thread, is thinking, critical skills for life. We explore every kind of thinking in every area of play that we want to scaffold, enable, and excite our children around. Adventure 5 is all about creativity. Our fifth golden thread helps us think about the creative process, how we encourage inventiveness, freedom to express, and possibility thinking. We look at engaging our children with artifacts and catalysts for play. Our final golden thread is well-being. We want our children to be active in mind, body and heart in every play experience that we offer. In Volume 2, let us engage you in a world of possibilities, firstly through Adventure 7, STEM, playing at changing the world. It would seem that never a day goes past when STEM isn't talked about, thought about, or engaged in our play. We shine a lens on how our play promotes science, technology, engineering and maths. Adventure 8, the second in Volume 2, is all about helping our children to become readers. Books, books, books. They open windows and doors into other worlds. Being able to read allows us to meet real and imagined characters that we may never meet in any other way. It allows us to enter worlds that are beyond our imaginings. Their next adventure, all about marvellous malleable materials to manipulate. If the 5 doors into the brain are the 5 senses, malleable materials are the best possible stimulus to open these doors, working our body and brain together. In this adventure, we of course visit the staples of malleable such as gloop, dough and clay, highlighting how moulding, sifting, patting, stamping offer such a breadth of learning. It's sand and water, a world of invitations and intrigue. Wander through any nursery and you're guaranteed to find spaces set up for children to engage in sand and water play. We challenge you to audit how interesting and exciting your offer is. Sand and water areas are such staples of nursery provision that it's easy to forget to ask the big questions about them. What do children learn from sand and water play? How do we excite and ignite sparks for learning in these areas? This adventure is all about taking our continuous provision and enriching and enhancing it. Get outdoors. Children are naturally drawn to playing outside, where they can activate their mind, body and heart all at the same time. The fabulous world of Mother Nature brings huge amounts of benefits. Exploring different environments, developing muscle strengths and coordination. It increases flexibility, motor skills and confidence. Not only is contact with nature good for our physical and mental health, but it's a fantastic way to learn about the world around us in a hands-on practical way. Our final adventure for Volume 2 is a journey into the imagination zone. Every child's imagination is captured by an exciting image, story or situation. Setting up zones for learning, which stimulate children's thinking and engagement, helps them make sense of the learning they're involved in. Volume 1 of Adventures with Alice was all about our 6 golden threads of pedagogy. So it was about curiosity, it was about connection and relationships, it was about communication and language, we then looked at creative and critical thinking, we then looked at the well-being of the child, and then in Volume 2 we looked at the enriched and enhanced experiences and environments that we create in the 6 adventures. And this one is all about pedagogy, it's all about our role as an adult leading children to learn. But we can't start with us. We have to always start with the child.
This time, it's 4 of us. I have been joined by Moira Boland, who is the Professor of Creative Pedagogy at University of Glasgow. I'm joined also by June O'Sullivan, who is the CEO of London Early Years Foundation. She has 800 pedagogues working with her on a daily basis, and June comes with her MBE to share all of her rich, wise words. And finally, Anne Patterson, who has been a colleague of mine for years and years. And Anne is now retired. She was a head teacher and director of education. She's now an advisor to Scottish Government around the pedagogy of play.
Good morning from the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. I'm here with 3 colleagues to talk about pedagogy, led by the wonderful Alice Sharp.
I'm delighted to be working with Alice and working on pedagogy, because the most important thing, I suppose, for us all is that pedagogy. I have learned so much about pedagogy over the years and about the ways in which we can take that forward.
And I get so muddled with pedagogy. I get really confused with all the terms that people use. It's social pedagogy, environmental pedagogy, it's critical thinking pedagogy. I mean, what does that all mean? Well, it's about this palette. It's about mixing all the pedagogies together.
Magazines that are going to enrich and enhance and walk alongside the content of our conversations, and lots of prompt cards that you can use with your staff team to workshop and seminar and gather your thinking about what your pedagogy might look like.